Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Oh, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. This is a beautiful episode today of our Quantum Conversations. We are with Nora Walks in Spirit, and this is how to build a quantum matrix field of light. We are going to be building an infinite portal in our quantum matrix. Let's welcome Nora back to the show. Hi, Nora.
Hello there, Loren. How you doing?
Well, we're going to get caught up on the energies. We were just chatting about the energies. Here we are going through the Easter resurrection energies, and yet now we're entering into the eclipse season. And there's stuff going on here, Nora. You and I were just chatting briefly, and this could be what the collective is going through as well. Mm-hmm. So we're going to reach out to our audience on Zoom and ask our audience to share on the chat line how you've been feeling lately. If you've got any questions of what's going on, share your journey with us. And let's check in with you, Nora. You said that you've had a profound awakening. I'll share what's going on with me, but you start first, please. How have you been dealing with these energies?
I'm feeling just an absolute peacefulness. It's very, very connected to the all source. It's very, very peaceful. It's soft. It's very connected. I'm going to say connected because I'm no longer feeling the energy of just channeling information. I'm now breathing it, feeling it, and embodying it. And it is just the holiest of the holiest that's come through me. So I think it's kind of like as if, I was on the edge of that diving board, just kind of bouncing a little bit up and down through March spring equinox and into the Good Friday. And I just dove up into the void, and that's where I'm at even right now.
Connected. Just listening to your words there, we feel that instant connection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. It's been very wobbly. There has been since the spring equinox coming in so strong and then going up into Easter. It's been kind of wobbly where some days there's an unknowing or a funny feeling like I've lost my best friend, mm-hmm. And then I don't feel like eating, or my body feels really tired and exhausted, like no energies. And I realized in the last couple of days that this was the preparation of the body getting ready for stepping into this really, really powerful month of May.
The mystical month of May. We've got Wesak coming.
Yeah.
And wow. Okay. So it's interesting that there's this eclipse portal. Yeah. Are there always eclipse portals before May, or it's random?
It's usually falls one in front and one behind Easter resurrection.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And that's when these higher portals start opening, just before and just after Easter.
Okay. So now to help our audience sharing their questions or sharing their experience as well, I want to share my experience really since the 2/2 2022 gateway, February 2nd, I felt a great activation of the goddess.
Oh, okay.
Self-love for myself that I really hadn't felt for a long time. A release of judgment, self-judgment of myself. And now I feel like I'm going to cry because we're going so deep. It's like that high elevated activation kept
Right.
me sky high like a kite for months. And then maybe it started this week in little increments. I want to use the word dredge. And dredging is when you rake the bottom of a lake. It scrapes up all the muck of a lake. And I feel like there's that's going on with me. And it's more of like, it could be the inner child, the wounded child, but it feels more like my neglected teenage self and experiences that I had when I was a young adult, going out in the world, creating relationships with people. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's very interesting, but talking to you right now, I'm elevated out of it. So that's good. So isn't that interesting that this happens before these higher portals open up? What's going on there?
It's almost like, since I went into this holiest of holies portal on Good Friday and really connected into the holy presence and that whole resurrection codes and rejuvenating and everything, it really feels to me as you're talking as that this shifting and transforming within the physical mental body that you're experiencing and everyone else is, the emotional body is also transmitting outward of what it needs to be shifted of. And so you're releasing and transmuting the old energies and things and soaring, like a rocket on that 2-2 gateway. But there's this laggards of threads of the emotional body that are stuck inside this body today, not in the timeline body or the cellular memory body of other lifetimes. And so we're beginning to sense and feel this exiting of the 3D energies while we're elevating into these higher, eclipsing and accelerating fifth dimension and beyond energies. And that's why you're so sensitive. We are very sensitive. What is that word? Sensitizing, magnetizing to these quantum fields around us. And so when you have that sensitivity of an emotion inside, it's coming in because there's a self-realization in your physical body and your mental body that you just have a few of those threads still stuck inside at the bottom of the bucket.
The dredge.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
crying right now. I'm crying right now, and I know that others are too. Oh my gosh, forgive me.
No, we never forgive the tears. That's the little child being released and healed. You're subliminally adjusting and tweaking your mind and your inner child when you move into this emotion. It's beautiful when people cry.
Oh no.
You need to have
radio. That. Great, beautiful. And I'm feeling, I'm reading some comments in the chat.
Right.
Breath here. And people are going through some stuff. So it's good to know that that we can move through it, that these are stages, and wow. All right. And so as we go into the eclipse and into these higher energies, it's an opportunity to really look into this emotion, into these emotions, and honor them and love them and trace them back to where they began. And you mentioned past lives, and there was an instance in the past few weeks that I looked around at everything and everyone that I felt connected to, and I saw how connected we were. I saw the past lives of so many past lives with people and things. And wow. So we are exiting the 3D energies
Right.
while elevating. And
And
that feels like a rubber band.
but you're also very subliminally integrating um, the past and the future all at the same time together. That's where the quantum fields are coming in. That's where the higher energies are vibrating, and your mind is accepting it, and your inner child is letting go of it. So we are in that kind of tail, or that turning, spinning energy right now. And plus, we have a lot of emotions uh, going on the planet right now. It's in an uproar.
Yes. Yes. We could think that the new light coming in, there's incredible cosmic rays coming in.
Yeah,
And if and that could juggle us or joggle us or jostle us, right?
it does jostle you a lot, because it's like, it's almost like something racing by you all of a sudden. It's like, what the heck? It makes you jump, because it's an altering frequency. We're not ready for it.
And so on the flip side of that, there could be short tempers with people, very short, right?
Yeah.
If it's related to something that needs to be looked at within us and come up to be released.
Yeah, that's the fear that is inside them, that they're not wanting to still deal with. It's that hidden emotional block that's being pushed up by these higher frequencies, and the emotions are pulling those other stagnant ones, out of that dredged area, and it comes up too quick for that person, and they get angry, or they're short tempered, or they're feeling disorientated. And really, it's an emotion of fear that's inside them, that they have to release.
Yeah.
So
Well, go ahead.
to me, it's um, really about listening to your feelings,
Uh,
listening to what the body is trying to show you, and listening to what others around you are expressing.
ah,
Because if you go in phase, which we don't want to do, but it's hard not to on some days, if you go in phase with the energies of others around you, then you start losing that connection.
uh-huh.
And then on the positive side, when you do go in phase with them, it's because you have something inside of you that needs to be revealed. You wouldn't have an emotion or a reaction if it wasn't going on inside of you. So it's a good thing.
Yes. Just as you said that, I could feel for those who commented in our Zoom chat, I could feel that we all got that. And we felt a release of what was
Stuck.
bringing us down. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this brings to mind, how powerful we have moved into a telepathic frequency,
Yes.
because our collective consciousness all went in alignment with our cellular bodies, and our emotional conscious body released something in that very moment. And now you can feel that energy lifting again.
Yes. I'm lifted. I'm elevated. All right.
Because I just pulled that frequency of that thread of unknowingness, of laggards of fear-based energies, unknown fear-based energies, and it's in the collective consciousness. And so it's easy to pull that one thread, and off it lifts out of everybody.
Yes. Oh my God. I just got big goosebumps all over. All right. Thank you. That's why we love you, Nora, and being here in your essence, because I lose thought because there's nothing to think about. It's the feeling, and it feels so multidimensional right now. All right, I would like to share some of the comments going on because I think it's important to what we're speaking about. So
Yeah.
here's a few. Rose says, crazy times, overwhelmed with difficulties and roadblocks.
Oh boy. We don't want to have any roadblocks. We want to have green lights.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what's coming on this very weekend with this partial eclipse. It's a green light. It's go. It's jump into the ethers of your higher
Oh,
energies around you, and just put that intention, all green lights, all elevations, all purifications, and keep that intention going. And that's what happens on an eclipse. All intentions, all premonitions start going into realities. This what's happening. And it has to happen just before the first day of the 5th month.
oh, wow. And that's us right here tomorrow. We're actually in that portal right now.
There you go.
All right. So I hope everyone can feel what Nora just illustrated there and just spoke about. Purification, that makes sense with what I felt today. And the green light, go, all intentions go into realities. What a powerful time to really to focus on New Earth, to focus on and no wonder just yesterday and even this morning, I was like getting pretty busy with some of the focused service work that I'd like to move forward with. And so that makes perfect sense because we're at a really good opportunity right now. So here's another comment. Here's this from Sherry. I've had a rough day. People have been pushing my buttons, even family members.
Okay. It's not like they're wanting to push the buttons. It's like we're elevating and shifting and emanating, or like we're illuminating a light energy field, because we've been transitioning more rapidly. It's almost like when I look at the people today online, and this gal here who was talking, it's almost like, that toy that a child has and pumping that spin top, and you push it down and pump it and pump it and pump it, and that little thing starts spinning.
Yeah.
And so this is what we've been getting since the 2-2 gateway. We've been getting not the pumping, it's like at the top of our crown chakra, we've been getting this download, full moon, a new moon, eclipse, a gateway. It's like download we've been being infused and in pumping in of these high frequencies. And so it gets exciting, it gets accelerating inside the inner child, inside those 4 bodies. And what are we doing? We're transmitting a spinning light in our aura field. And as you're having this spinning light vibration moving around you, other people come in and they're stepping in your field, and they're not certain of who you are or if they like you, why you have that energy. It affects their energetic field. And so they make a lowering comment, or they make an agitation towards you. It's just almost like someone throwing a stone in a spinning wheel. So it's not really that they're pushing our buttons, it's that they're stepping into our spinning essence of our own transition, of our own elevation. So it's okay. We just have to take heed to what the person is saying or how they're reacting towards us, and just be very still, no response, just emanate more light from within you onto them. And then you'll see their own adjustment. You'll hear their tone of voice change. So we don't want to be reactive. We want to be sending out a transmission of peace and of light onto them.
Wow.
This is how they show me with the saints would do that. The prophets would do that. Mother Teresa would do that in the throngs of energies of people. Never take effect or never take on any attachments or reactions. You just hold the light within you and you stay that pillar of light in a force field that emanates onto the heart and onto the inner child of that person. Doesn't matter how old they are. They could be in their 70s, it could be in their 40s. It doesn't matter. Just see the inner child that's calling out for help and has jumped into that spinning light that you're emanating.
Yes.
And then you're healing yourself, because you're also removing that frequency inside of you that was feeling distraught with the comment or the edge of the person. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I want to share the other part of that comment.
Sure.
From Sherry, because actually I can feel an upliftment. We are pillars of light, and this is our responsibility in all of the energies, is to remain that pillar, emanating and illuminating,
holding course,
steady as she goes. Okay. And when we get joggled or jostled by emotions that come up, just to realize that it's an emotion and not go in and have too much of a pity party. Okay. All right. So the next half of that comment is, I was ready to walk away. Sherry says she was the one feeling like buttons were being pushed. And she says, I was ready to walk away from my son and his 5 kids because I thought he stole money from me. This is the last thing I would ever want, but I felt so betrayed.
Yeah, so then she has a timeline that's surfacing of betrayal. And the big thing, remember, Easter is about betrayal.
Oh, yes.
And resurrecting, but yet transmitting love. They know not what they do. And so if there was a moment of her timeline where she was in that same state of having the betrayal from the people around her, even the ones that she loved, it's a matter of holding that light. They know not what they do. And then the self-realization comes to mind that forgiveness comes first, and that self-realization of knowing this is a change that we are all transitioning in, and everyone has to stay together in it. We can't be fighting. We can't be walking away.
Right.
We have to stay in harmony.
Yes.
and recognize it's a reliving, like everything else on this planet right now.
Yes. Wow. And speaking of such, here's Anne's comment: feeling heartsick with what's going on in Ukraine. See, that just makes me cry.
Yeah, it's the innocence.
Well, on a good note, the world is watching more than ever before. Yeah. And I really think that there's a lack of tolerance growing.
Yeah.
And by golly, aren't we done with this already? Please.
Well,
So
you know,
anyway,
it's interesting, Loren, because I felt the same. I felt like, what next?
we
What are
got to
we?
keep clearing this.
Yeah, and it's like we had all of this um, COVID thing. Then we have this. Then we have
What's the
prices.
next? Yeah.
We have prices of items, and
Yeah.
it's
Gas.
like who keeps throwing these darts at us? They have to stop, you know. And so I said, okay. So I just was very still, and I said, wait a second here. I'm not going to go in phase with all of this
Ah,
energy that is targeting our emotional body. The reality is, this is the year 2022.
yes.
It is a year of self-realization, of transformation, and of shifting. The wheel is spinning. We've passed the 10 years of that Mayan calendar. We're in the next phase.
Oh my
So
goodness.
we are rolling. This is a very, very powerful year, and we're winning. The light workers are winning.
I think, yes. Thank
So
goodness.
we have to, regroup and get back on the horse with a higher energy of holding the light inside our body, connecting to the higher sources that are communicating with us, and stay the course. We're going to get through this year. It's going to be, ups and downs, but they've shown me very powerfully these infinite beings are in all of the elements, they're in all of the kingdoms.
Mm.
They're here. And there's more and more people waking up. There's more and more people connecting. And there's more and more people moving into a collective consciousness of awareness. They're not settling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rolling. The wheel is rolling, and it just gets stronger and stronger every month. I just feel that the worst is over for a lot of our own bodies that have been in transformation, which
Mm-hmm.
means you have a lot of empowered light worker warriors on deck right now,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been doing this transmuting and shifting for over 20 years, some of us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're on top of it now.
We're on top of the world. Hey. All right. Okay. Um, very, very good. I want to share Sherry's comments, and Sherry and I are not the only ones crying hard right now. But
Okay.
Sherry says, I'm crying so hard right now. I absolutely love both of you. I needed this so much today. I'm grateful. I'm shifting timelines as you speak. You know what? I feel like when we get together like this in spaces like
Mm-hmm.
this is how we shift timelines, just because we can recalibrate to our center
Yeah.
and hold this light and emanate this light. That's why I love this so much. I was thinking of changes to quantum conversations, but this just makes me hold the course, stay the course.
Yeah. You are really, um, like, we can't see the energies, we can't see the molecules or the cellular structures in our body, but we can sense and we can feel that there's an amplification that's taking place from all this transmuting that we've been doing. And
Mhm.
we know that we don't have to have our guard up anymore. We know that there's this highest of the divine presence. There's a higher infinite essence that's living in our aura fields now. Like, this is why I'm building these matrices of light fields, because there's so much of it just walking right in our fields right now. We're empowered, but we can't see the empowerment. We just have to really go in the stillness and connect to it and feel. So it is a good thing when you wake up and feel a little bit uneasy or sad because there's a second of a millisecond in there of your inner child that is waking up that higher master in you. I need help. There's something still here. It needs to be healed so I can be the warrior. I need to help everybody. So,
Yeah.
so it's good.
Yes. Well, I love your comments. And I wanted to share that I used to say we are, with the collective, it's a surrender. We're being pressure cooked to surrender to love. If we just say, okay, I'm done with all of it, just surrender to love. But now it feels the next phase with all of what's going on in the world, with those darts, proverbial darts being thrown at us, that we are here to evolve love. How can we evolve love? We take it and like if someone is, we evolve love by being it in the presence of everything.
Yeah. And if you just go into the quietness inside, as you're looking, even as you're looking at a baby in front of you in the grocery store, and you just go into stillness and you look into their eyes, you see how much they emanate love.
Oh.
They don't know you, but they're not afraid of you. They're innocently feeling protected by their mother, and they're of love. It's just, someone said, just when somebody smiles, it just changes the whole energy in the person beside you that looks at you. So there's ways of emanating love.
Yes.
Anywhere, whether you're in the lineup at the grocery store, whether you're sitting at a stop sign and the car pulls up beside you and you just smile at them, you'll get a smile back, and you're transmitting love. You're getting them out of this phase that we've been inundated with, of this heaviness. So there's more vibrations, I feel, of this holy presence, of this infinite all mastery that came through me, that flows through my voice, flows through my heart. It's just there. And it's going to happen to hundreds and thousands of light worker throughout this year.
Ooh, I want to share another comment. Thank you for that. Our Lemurian heart temple goddess, cosmic mama, Shirley Irene, has been feeling this love coming on the planet all this year. And we've actually been in a group together and gotten so high on this love. It's like, whoa, we can't even think straight. And Shirley makes a comment that we are awakening to the pure divine rainbow rays and allowing this divine love to transmute and release all that we no longer need. We are now dancing our dreams awake.
Beautiful. And that's where I feel that this year is awakening up to. Exactly what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay
Okay.
the course of thinking like that. Stay the course of breathing in those rainbow frequencies and that holy golden light around you in all conversations and all actions and all words spoken to you. And you're going to just stay that path of light, and it'll emanate to the next person and the next person. And that will be our collective consciousness.
I feel this whole group right now, all 50 some plus of us.
Yeah.
Breathing those rays, breathing in the sun. And I feel that there's a shift right here from just being here. So thank you for that. Interesting. Okay. And another comment that comes in says, out your astrology chart. You may be having an intense transit going on with Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. It happens every 150 years. Well, very interesting because I know I'm a Pisces moon. So I don't know what that means, but it's making sense. Okay. Great.
These are powerful times because there was another event that just took place the other month. Again, it was from how many hundreds of years ago?
With Venus and
Yeah.
Mars.
So this is all part of this 2022 year,
Yeah.
where all these reoccurrences are taking place on very, very high levels of the planetary alignment. And these lunar activities and eclipses are even stronger than before.
And we are on the cusp of it now. I could say that we are already in the energies. If today's the 28th and this is on the 30th, we're in the eclipse portal.
Yeah. And so everybody will be building a momentum of placing an intention. As they say in the mastery realms, infinite possibilities can be opening doors and passageways on the solar eclipses. These were the star elders that knew when these heightened vibrations of eclipsing energies would appear in the skies. They knew there were stargates and portals that were opening for them to traverse to and to ask the sun gods and the other beings beyond to bring in the abundance, to bring in the healing, and to bring in the new alignment. And those footprints of those same frequencies are what many of us can walk in now on this eclipse. Just bring in that intention, the new project, the new energy body, the new connecting body, the new matrix body, the new world of love and of peace. And just send that into the energy realms and receive that from these infinite portals that will pour through. That's how they show it to me.
Yes, and I know we're all repeating that and infusing those intentions out there. We are going to have an attunement or an activation with you that's always so elevating. It leaves us in such a space that's why we're doing comments here first. And there's just a few more that I want to share with you. Sandy says she's tingling all over and has a very strong presence of Jesus, very peaceful and gentle.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I know I am uplifted. I can tell you that I have just shifted, and I thank you, Nora, and I can feel our group has shifted. So let's go to Lori. Lori, we're sorry that you're going through this, but this is something I want to share. Lori says, my young son-in-law passed in a tragic accident in January. It has affected my daughter and me adversely in so many ways. We have much grace, but we have been presented with new changes from sadness, depression, lower income, housing considerations, etc. It's not been easy. Please make suggestions.
Oh, they just pulled off a frequency of uneasiness. Oh, we're just lifting off the blocks of depression and oppression. No. I'm seeing scars. Yeah, Maya. Like a wounded heart has a scar in it. Hey. And once we lift off that scar tissue of the wounded heart, then the light can fill the heart and expand your light inside you, Lori and daughter, so that the abundance will reign over you through the 5th month and into summer solstice.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Lori. We feel you and we send you great love. And I can feel your tears. Okay. Elizabeth has a comment that says, I feel more self-darts and judgments, especially at myself, quite a challenge, and fear about it with resistance. Any suggestions?
We don't want to have resistance. Elizabeth, when you start feeling these unworthy, my voice is changing. There's a master coming in. Hold on a second. These are hidden selves and shadow selves of unworthiness. They're not to be ignored, but they're not to be placed in resistance of the human mind. Sit in the stillness and ask, what is it that is upsetting my body today? What is it that is creating these thought forms today? That what I do not know be lifted into the light. Heal my body, heal my mind, elevate my soul to coming to know. All is in transition. There is no resistance. Only the light, only the love. And just take a deep breath. Breathe that golden energy into your heart, down into the solar plexus to your inner child. Fill that cup with love. There we go. And there's a healing.
More goosebumps. This whole call has been a healing on so many levels. And wow. Okay, so before we go to the activation, I'm going to share this interesting comment from Linda. Such a beautiful call, she says, as we breathe in the rays, does that amazing energy automatically enter the grids, or do we consciously need to focus it into them? I also keep hearing I am to begin working with and opening portals. Any thoughts on this?
It's a beautiful, beautiful sharing that there are many that are being called to work with these portals that are opening around the entire planet. And so there are infinite portals, which we're going to work with today on the activation in the realms that we cannot see, but it's an essence of a higher beam of light or an energy that pours down through the infinite realms. But there's also sacred ley lines and vortices and temples on the planet. And those portals are being awakened by these infinite portals pouring down from the realms. especially on eclipses and gateways. And so hearing that it is time to begin working with awakening and activating these portals is an absolute divine soul journey. And so it may be that you don't have to physically traverse there, but you can remember a time when maybe some places you've been and go there energetically, or hold on to the stone or something that you brought back from that sacred site and begin working with the energies on that portal there. These higher vibrations of infinite energies that's flowing through today and all of this upcoming month is of crystallizing particles that are in the rays of sacred geometries that you can just feel. You're just breathing that in. We're not having to focus on it or direct it or build it into a matrix field around us. It is divinely orchestrated. None of us are having to work at anything. It is only that we are to be in the knowing state that this is infinite divine orchestrations of these light beams, of these light strands of plasma frequencies, of rainbow essences and spectrums of light particles that's just pouring into our aura fields and building these grid systems for us to connect and communicate to. Just happens. Recognizing that it's happening takes you there more rapidly into the realms.
Wow.
Very good question.
Very good question. And I can feel so many already opening portals.
Well, you know, the more light workers there are, the more groups that there are around the world that are called to. So I have somebody that is being called to scuba dive and snorkel. She's working with the
Yes.
portals in the oceans.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
You know, so we just don't know where you're called to. It's like it's all in the collective. And it's all in Gaia's kingdoms and elements that, you know, they send their energetic waves through the oceans, through the whales, through the plant kingdom. It's just, we're getting back to that source of oneness. And we just have to you know, bide our time with all the other incidental disruptive energies around us, but stay that state of knowing that it's bigger than you know, that's just around the corner to help us.
Yes. And so when you look out at the 3D world, we know that we have this knowingness. Yes. And we just stay the course. We stay the course. It's that knowingness, the knowing state.
Yeah, it's really, you have to call on a friend. You have to call on a group. You have to get into a discussion like this and bounce back again and fill your cup up with more light.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to do that BBA, bounce back ability.
Bounce back ability.
There should be a little badge on everybody that says, you know, are you in the BBA? Because, you know, there's so much out there on the television, on the people's conversations, and you just have that bounce back ability. Oh, no. I'm finished that course. I'm back to this again. Up the hill I go. I'm going in my pillar of light again.
Yes. I mean, that's so beautiful. And you know what? I can feel our group today. I can feel the tears. And these tears are like releasing so much, just like let it go. I can feel that. And so good on everyone releasing and letting go.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this beautiful, let's Well, you have a special offer and ways that people can work with you. Let's talk about that first, or do you want to do that at the end?
We should do that now.
We should, because we're going to be in a state of frequency that we want to hold. And so, Nora, share with us your special offer. This is a beautiful way for people to go even deeper with you.
Yeah. I have the 1 hour session that I do, and that would be elevating into the higher essence of aligning everybody and moving them into a higher state of freedom. So I've now been clearing everybody's bodies on a higher, deeper cellular level when I do my 1 hour sessions. Now I do answer the questions, but I'm finding that the masters are really clearing out the inside of the inside of the inside of all that's there, getting rid of those little stuck on timelines that are needing to be lifted, and activating the hidden abilities. It seems to be very, very strong right now. In the package of the audio, accelerating audio is package B. That is, they're just really, really strong, powerful. There's about 5 of them there, I think, including the Easter resurrection one there. But these are the gateway audios where I've moved into the 2-2 gateway, where there's a mirror vibration of the oneness consciousness, because that's what the 2 facing the other 2 creates, a love symbol pattern. Absolute oneness in that gateway. And that one, I'm taking you up onto a platform into the realms. The 3-3 gateway also has the spring equinox gateway. And that those 2 there combined together, listening to them back to back, is very powerful in elevating, again, the conscious mind into reality. The 4-4 gateway is always about ascension for me, and it's always beginning with building the crystallized body. So those gateway audios are really, really highly activating, and each one of them is usually about 40 minutes to an hour long. And then I go into also a new course that I've started in January, and that's package C, which is the Just Be Me. That's the introduction course. I had quite a few people on that, and I can tell you, even from the numerous testimonies on my website, on that justbeme.ca website, there was profound shifts in people. There was activations that there's 12 teachings by the masters, activations throughout that entire sessions of I think it was about 3 a week that I was doing then. And you end up moving into a powerful state of inner knowing and inner being, all that you are. It's a connective course, but it's also opening you up to letting go and listening to the mind and listening to the stillness. So that is a very powerful course. That is on its own website. When you purchase that course, you'll be in the dashboard of the Just Be Me. It has all the audios, all the videos, all the notes are there. So it's something that you can go back with and replay and work on any one of them that really resonates with you.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. They're very, very intense in the teachings, intense in the activations. And the more that you listen to them and replay them, the stronger and more empowering you're healed, but the stronger and more empowering your abilities of adapting into the higher frequencies that are on the planet. Moves you into the super consciousness, moves you into a very, very high state of knowing and connecting into these grid systems that we're going to be working with through the balance of this year.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for this, for all of the work that you do to support those warrior light workers, light workers. And we have the link for this in the Zoom chat. We also have it on the webpage right here. And it's also on the video description box, wherever you're viewing or listening to this program. So thank you for that. We look forward to you assisting folks who are ready to be attuned into these higher frequencies. Thank you for that. Okay, well then here we go. This is a gift right now from Nora as we receive this activation. Thank you, Nora.
All right. How much time do we have, Lauren?
There's no limit, sister.
Oh, right on. I love it. Because we're going into the infinite realms where there's zero space and zero time. When there's zero time, we can just roll with it, can't we? Okay. I'm going to just bring everybody into the stillness. As I connect into the higher realms in the stillness. Connecting to the infinite councils of infinite masters who are here and now, divinely orchestrating a purification and cleansing of all aura fields. Cleansing inner minds of all thought forms to feel the stillness. Breathe it in. Anchor your feet on the floor or anchor your spinal column if you're lying down. As you relax the body and breathe in the stillness, I want you to listen to the sacred sounds of the higher frequencies around you. Yowana Ichitea. I'm asking for the infinite masters. I'm asking for the star elders, star nations, illumined celestial ones, all master teachers and spirit guides to enter into this stillness, and to create empowering morphic fields of sacred geometries of light intelligences into all aura fields that are now transforming. Yudurama, I'm asking for these infinite masters to harmonize the aura fields, to crystallize and magnetize them into morphing matrix fields. Heightened grid systems from beyond and beyond universes that is arriving on this planet on this solar eclipsing hours. We are to do. I am here, child. I am here to activate an infinite portal of light into all sacred morphing matrix fields that are building on this planet. You who are letting go of your minds into calm, elevated minds are building a network of pristine light energies around the head, around the heart, below your foot chakras. Balancing, so above, anchoring, so below. Simply visualize this pristine crystalline matrix that you have been now created above, around, and below you in an infinite diamond formation. It is an infinite diamond portal of light that is shimmering far above you, yet around you, below you. I am asking for the infinite masters to pour more of their light intelligences into this stillness. As we accelerate our consciousness fields, to breathe in more of the light intelligences into our bodies, into our aura fields, becoming a matrix light vibration. Breathe in the light that is around you of this diamond infinite portal. Feel and sense as you are breathing in the divine infinite intelligences that is connecting you from this infinite diamond portal of crystalline intelligences. It is massive. It is reaching into the grid systems beyond the beyond of your timelines. It is wrapping around the planet and so below inside the planet, directly into Gaia's heartbeat. Your Mahadana, your inner child, is breathing in these higher vibrations of pristine crystallite consciousness. is wrapping around you, blessing you with protection, adorning you with abundance, and awakening you to a higher consciousness. In this stillness, you are breathing in the peaceful gentleness of this holiest of holies love that knows who you are, is sweeping and cleansing and purifying inner body, inner mind, inner child, so that you can become more of these light frequencies, these high-pitched ringing tones of your own mastery consciousness. It is who you are. Breathe it in. You should know. Ask now for your own master, teacher, spirit, guide, illumined, celestial, angelic one, whom you know. Ask them to transmit their crystal energies into your infinite diamond portal of grid systems of your timelines around you. Visualize a droplet of their essence, their hue, their pattern, their frequency in any area you choose. It is your grid system. It is your matrix you are building. One by one, they may drop an essence, a symbol, a pattern, a spark. Feel the love of this master pouring into your heart as it delivers and pours more of its light into your matrix field. Breathe in the love and feel the rejuvenating powers of your inner child standing up inside you to just receive. You are gently shifting and becoming this light inside you. It is elevating your conscious body, conscious mind. It is this energetic vibration that is moving you into the supraconsciousness to connect to the grid systems inside your matrix body, inside your infinite diamond portal. What is it you have today to reveal to these children, masters, teachers, spirit guides, star elders, star nations? Deliver to them one by one that what is of a higher vibration of light to assist them in their connections today. I'm asking you now to bring your awareness to your infinite portal inside your morphic field, the matrix of light intelligence around you. There's no sound. I want you to see the crystalline vibrations of absolute perfection, of purified light essences that you're breathing in from these empowering fields. No longer an aura field, now a higher super consciousness field. Breathe it in. You are breathing in quantum fields of all that is. The infinities of light creations are pouring through your infinite portal into your matrix field. You are the light within you now. You are breathing in the light from this infinite portal within your matrix field. Yet, I am seeing a massive sphere of light, of infinite intelligences, transmitting from the universal realms into your own portal of light, waiting for your soul child to accept its light through love. Breathe in the holiest of holies love into your heart, into your inner child. There it is. Just receive more. Now visualize how you feel it, see who you are inside the body. What do you look like as the crystallite soul being? Rejuvenated within your body and around your body, there is light surrounding you of your morphic field, adorned by this infinite portal of light intelligence. You are a strand of empowering light transmitting into the universes beyond when you are ready. Your inner child is saying, I want to connect to all of my soul light mastery timelines today to prepare for the solar eclipse. Breathe it in and anchor your feet. This will be your own journey of enveloping this new massive infinite portal of infinite light inside your matrix field, a morphing aura body, building a momentum of a mass field of light intelligence around you. Yet your superconscious mind is in complete awareness of connecting into all that is and all that will be, infusing you, integrating you, building you. You need only breathe in the light, in the stillness of your mind, and transmit that light onto all with love, peace, and harmony through your eyes, through your hands, through your feet that anchor you into Gaia's heartbeat for more love. In this stillness now, you are floating and feeling these adjustments, these enhancements. Yet your mind of a superconscious mind shall remember, shall retain, and sustain these light quotients of sacred geometries of your infinite diamond portal that is wrapped around you in the realms beyond, the dimensions around, and the kingdoms below. All is etched and imprinted, and now it is sealed by these infinite masters who are bowing down in absolute grace and gratitude. As you feel yourself now bowing down and now floating back down into your body. Breathe in these energies into your body. As you are arriving back into your body, you are fueling the superconscious mind of this infinite light, of your soul light consciousness inside you, inside your inner child. And as you open your eyes in the stillness, completely aligned to your energetic fields, become aware of the energies in the room, the peacefulness that you are breathing in, the warmth in your heart that is expanding of love, of who you are, of your infinite light. In this awareness, you know you are connected to your own matrix field of light around you, of grid systems that you cannot see, that is connecting into your infinite diamond portal around you of many dimensions. You cannot see it, but you know that you know that you can hear and feel more light beings that are attracted to it and to you. Your crystal matrix fields, no longer aura fields, will be connecting you, enhancing you, and your superconscious mind will begin building you into the heightened vibrations of mastery. Yowahadane no tokoba hishido natakahai. Your inner child is accepting and adapting. Yewa, your mind is resonating to these energies of the holiest of holies, of your own divinity that is building a matrix field around you and an infinite portal to traverse through on the solar eclipse, on all gateways and summer solstice. You are now prepared to soar into the oneness of mastery energy. We leave. Moving the toes around a little bit, pressing the hands together in prayer formation, pressing into the heart. Adorning the new light being of a new light essence within you. Stay balanced. Stay connected. Your passageways are right in front of you. Thank you for joining me for this activation today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are connected, fully aligned, and prepared for this eclipse portal and so much more, the remainder of this year and beyond.
Every gateway, you're going to be able to adjust and grow that energetic field around you. Yeah.
What a gift that you've taught us to do today. I'm feeling very empowered and very connected, and it feels multi-dimensional. I get this now in a new way, and I know that others do as well.
And no more dredges, right?
No, that dredge was like a little tiny blip. There's no need for a dredge. There's no need to, yeah.
It doesn't exist. All those thought forms, all those energies, all those concerns, they just dissolve.
Yes.
Within your heart, within your mind, it doesn't exist. The mind is no longer here. It's in a superconscious state of the quantum realities that all of this doesn't exist. It's just here, right in front of you, of a whole new quadrant, of a whole new energy field. It is profound frequencies of the mind, but then when your heartbeat and you're breathing it in and they're feeling the reality that you're not feeling empty, you're not feeling uneasy, you're like, you have this surge of empowerment of, wow, what do I do next? What can I write? What can I draw? What can I sing? It's you're on a whole new rejuvenation pattern. And that was the shift that happened with me on Easter.
Wow.
It's just a profound realization that everything is behind me was before already. Now it's in front is a whole new infinite portal, a whole new grid system of all of my mastery timelines are etching in sequences of sacred geometries of grid systems that is building a whole new universal web of intelligences. That is my aura.
Wow.
And that's what you will build each day. And that's what you'll recreate into a higher essence on every eclipse, lunar activity, gateway, solstice throughout this year. This is the year of self-realization. You can rebuild, recreate, and assimilate a whole new aura field, a whole new inner body field, a whole new superconscious mind. It's here. It's right here.
Arms wide open, moving forward.
Yeah, it's like you're standing on top of the mountain with your hands stretched up to the stars going, I got it.
Yes.
All right, I got it. You know, it's you don't have to have the leap of faith. You're just leaping inside. I got it. I just have to rebuild it. And it's here to rebuild. I don't have to do anything. I just have to know that I know that I just have to get out of my thought form and jump into that infinite portal that these infinite masters are streaming down right in front of me. I just have to close my eyes and float through it.
Now there's tears of joy coming from our participants and audience right now.
Wow. You know, it's like they said, the one passage in the Bible is saying you cannot get through there through the eye of the needle, right? Well,
right.
That is the ego mind that can't go through there. You're standing, you can't get through that narrow passageway. But when you let go of the mind and the ego and everything around you, you are slipping through the tiniest crack of a sacred infinite portal that you can't see, but it's right there in the realms. You're floating there like you just did now in the essence of a holy presence. There's no fear. You're with the holiest of holies that I took you with.
Wow. With the holiest of holies, so connected. And it brings to mind the song, lose your mind, the rest will follow. I want to say that there's so many beautiful comments pouring in, and I hope that you can, I'm going to leave this up for you, Nora, to, before we jump off, we play our goodbye song, for you to read these beautiful comments, just such peace and love and light and emptiness and connection and beauty. Tricia says, one of the most beautiful activations I've experienced. Sherry says that you are amazing. It took me 15 years to get here. You finally helped me to break through.
Oh, how beautiful. Well, these people will enjoy the Just Be Me courses that I have, because that's where I'm moving them into the breakthroughs. And but this holiest gathering today, I think, like you said, our collective consciousness of all of our souls is what pushed the portals open for everybody.
Yes.
Powerful experience for me to feel the transmission. And that's what happens in my teachings when I set them on that course, I guess you'd say, or what do you call it? Journey. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. And
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I really enjoyed this wonderful gathering, and thank you. And to your
yes.
little girl in there who's now leaping up and down on that mountain with a banner of "I got it, I'm here."
Yay. I know I am elated, and I know we are all elated. And that's the importance of this. Our world and the media that we have streaming towards us can take us out of this center. But wow, we can always come back to it with this connection like this. And it's a powerful tool, and it's the way forward. And I envision the world where everyone is connected in this way. That's why we're all here. And that's why we're doing this work for ourselves. And so we can help others do it. Really grateful for you, Nora. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I see the diamond, a massive diamond way above my head, way below my feet, outstretched to the points of my fingertips. And that diamond of my infinite portal of many of my grid systems of my mastery timelines connects to your diamond, connects to that next diamond. And we have a beautiful universal web of diamonds of highest mastery frequencies that just builds and builds and builds and wraps around the planet from all around the world where all these people are coming in from.
Beautiful. So amazing. We thank you, Nora, and we thank everyone for their focus of consciousness, for this diamond light creation, this quantum matrix field of light that you've built for yourself, because it's all connected to each other, as you mentioned, to each other. So thank you, everyone. All right, Nora. Well, again, I put the link for your special offer for those who want to check it out, especially after that connection, and go deeper and really continue to build that diamond quantum matrix. Thank you so much, Nora. Again, I can't tell you how much it's so wonderful to be here with you. And we send you love, and we send every heart mucho love. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Nora.
God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you. The infinite is with everyone.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.